The commercial probiotic market has convinced people they need to spend $5 to $15 on tiny containers of yogurt, kefir, or supplements to maintain gut health, when the reality is you can produce these foods at home for literally pennies per serving using techniques humans have employed for thousands of years. Let's start with the gut health science, because this isn't pseudoscience wellness marketing. Your gut microbiome affects digestion, obviously, but also immune function, neurotransmitter production, including serotonin, inflammation levels, and even stress response. The gut-brain axis research shows that gut bacteria communicate directly with your brain via the vagus nerve. During financial stress, when your cortisol is elevated and mental health is challenged, maintaining gut health provides genuine benefit. Sauerkraut is probably the easiest fermentation project. You need cabbage and salt, that's it. A medium cabbage costs about $2. Sea salt maybe $1 for a container that lasts months. Shred the cabbage, massage it with salt until liquid releases, pack it tightly into a jar, ensuring liquid covers the cabbage. Let it ferment at room temperature for 1 to 4 weeks. You've created about a quart of probiotic-rich sauerkraut for about $2. Store-bought sauerkraut costs $6 to $8 per jar and is often pasteurized, killing the beneficial bacteria. Yogurt requires milk and a starter culture. A half gallon of milk costs about $4. You can buy yogurt starter for $10 that makes dozens of batches, or you can use a few tablespoons of store-bought plain yogurt with live cultures as starter. Heat milk to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, cool to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, mix in starter, keep warm for 6 to 12 hours. You've made yogurt that costs about the same as buying milk, but you're getting probiotic benefits. After the first batch, save some yogurt as starter for the next batch, making subsequent batches even cheaper. Kefir is even easier than yogurt if you can obtain kefir grains, which are reusable indefinitely. Add grains to milk, leave at room temperature for 24 hours, strain out grains, you have kefir. The grains multiply, so you can share extras. One initial purchase or gift of kefir grains makes unlimited kefir forever, costing only the price of milk. Kombucha requires tea, sugar, and a SCOBY, the symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. Initial SCOBY purchase is about $10, or ask someone making kombucha to share. The SCOBY grows with each batch. Brew sweet tea, cool it, add SCOBY, ferment for 1 to 2 weeks. A gallon of kombucha costs maybe $3 in tea and sugar. Store-bought is $4 to $5 for a tiny bottle. The safety question is legitimate. Can homemade fermentation make you sick? The reality is fermentation is actually a preservation method that prevents harmful bacteria through creating acidic environments. Sauerkraut, yogurt, and kefir have been made safely at home for millennia. The keys: use clean equipment, ensure proper ratios of ingredients, trust your senses. Bad fermentation smells rotten, good fermentation smells pleasantly tangy. Troubleshooting common failures. Sauerkraut gets moldy if cabbage isn't fully submerged in brine. Solution: weight it down with a jar or fermentation weight. Yogurt doesn't thicken if temperature was wrong. Solution: use a thermometer and maintain consistent temperature. Kefir separates into whey and curds if over-fermented. Solution: ferment for shorter time or use more milk. The annual cost comparison is striking. Daily commercial kombucha at $4 is $1,460 annually. Homemade is maybe $120 annually in tea and sugar. Daily yogurt at $3 is $1,095 annually. Homemade is maybe $200 in milk, and you can make it even cheaper with powdered milk. The savings range from 70 to 90% while getting fresher products with more live cultures. The empowerment aspect matters psychologically. You're taking skills marketed as requiring expertise or expensive equipment and demonstrating they're accessible with basic supplies. This shifts your identity from consumer to producer. The research on self-efficacy shows that successfully creating things yourself improves confidence across domains. There's also the ancestral connection dimension. Fermentation isn't a trendy wellness practice, it's how humans preserved food before refrigeration. Making sauerkraut or yogurt connects you to thousands of years of human food culture. This can feel grounding and meaningful during crisis when modern systems feel unstable. The nutritional enhancement through fermentation deserves emphasis. Fermentation doesn't just preserve food, it improves it. The bacterial action predigests components, making nutrients more bioavailable. Fermented dairy is easier to digest than fresh for lactose-intolerant people. Fermented cabbage has higher vitamin C than fresh cabbage. Fermentation produces vitamin K2, which is difficult to obtain from other sources. The mental health connection is supported by research. Multiple studies show probiotic consumption reduces anxiety and depressive symptoms. The mechanism involves bacterial production of neurotransmitters and anti-inflammatory compounds that affect brain function. During financial stress, when mental health is vulnerable, maintaining gut health provides biological support for psychological well-being. What I want people to understand is this isn't about being crunchy or alternative. This is practical economics combined with legitimate health benefits. If you're spending money on probiotics or probiotic foods, you can make them cheaper and better at home with minimal effort once you learn basic techniques.